The Blackshark V2 gaming headset is labeled by many as the best gaming headset of 2020. But is it all hype? Is it all fluff? Is it all marketing? Or is it actually the best gaming headset from 2020? And is it still the best in 2021? Well, I have some opinions on it, so let's jump right into it. We're gonna just jump into price right off the bat. It comes in at a cool $100. Now that's a very saturated area in the gaming headset market. Lots and lots of gaming headsets come in at $100. So is it worth that $100 asking price? Because that's the premium territory in my opinion. $60 and under is budget, 60 to 100 is mid-range, and anything above the $100 range is cool premium price tag. So is it worth it? Well, in the box comes a cloth felt bag for protection. If you want to throw it in the bag, you know, throw it in your backpack so it doesn't get scratched up, but honestly that's as much protection as you're gonna get. It has a 3.5mm headphone to microphone splitter if you're using 3.5 and not the USB sound card, to which that's another thing it comes with is a USB sound card with THX spatial audio and lots of other features if you use Synapse, but we're gonna jump into that later. It also has a detachable microphone. I don't personally use it. If I'm gonna use my microphone, I'm gonna use my personal microphone, but a lot of people use gaming headset microphones, so we will do a sound test later. So how is the design and how is the build quality? Well, the design is very akin to helicopter pilots with the forks on each side, the microphone coming out the front. Definitely reminds me of helicopter pilots. The forks look very cheap and very weak, but I can assure you, I can squeeze the living heck out of them and they're fine. I can bend them, twist them, nothing. At the top here, we have a nylon type material over some memory foam, which is plush, soft, memory foam. We got some nice stitching along the top and faux leather with the Razer logo embossed in it. And then on each ear cup, we have the same nylon material with gel infused memory foam ear cups. Oh, super nice feeling. No heat buildup, nothing. The left ear cup is what holds all of your stuff, like your mute button, your volume knob, and your detachable microphone. Your right side has nothing, but both sides do have the green Razer logo and visible wire. So build quality wise, I feel like these are great. I feel like they feel great. They do feel hollow, but I think that that's a weight saving measure, not a cost saving measure. It doesn't feel cheaply hollow, it just feels light. There's a big difference there. And you know, we're gonna just jump right into comfort as well. This headband, it just drops onto your head. There is no pressure on the top of the head. There is no weight feel. These ear cushions, when I first bought these, they hurt my temples. They were very uncomfortable. I was having massive pressure points along the front of my ear, but over the time of use, I think they broke in and I don't get any pressure points whatsoever. But I have big ears. These ear cups are not steep, and my ear touches the driver on the inside and there's not a thick cushion there. After about an hour and a half of use, my left ear does start to hurt and I do end up having to take them off. Other than that, they are very comfortable, and if you don't have Dumbo sized ears like I do, you probably won't run into a comfort issue. I give them a pass in the comfort department because I have abnormally large ears. I am not the majority, I am the minority. If you are enjoying this video, hit that like button. It does help out a lot. It pushes us out. The algorithm gets more people to see these videos, and if you want more tech related videos like this, definitely hit the subscribe button and ding that bell to get notified for my upcoming videos. But let's jump into the specs. These have 50mm titanium Triforce drivers with a frequency response of 12 Hz to 28 kilohertz. That is a very wide frequency response, and if you're wondering what a Triforce driver is, it's basically a speaker with 3 dedicated sections for sound. You have the high-end frequency section, the mid-range frequency section, and the low-end frequency section. So everything can have clarity and equality and balance, and it's not a gimmick. We will jump into sound quality in just a moment. And with the USB sound card, you get what's called THX Spatial Sound. Normally, spatial audio with gaming headsets is a gimmick, and it usually sounds like crap or wicked fake. These do it right. The THX Spatial Sound is not a gimmick. Now, me personally, I don't normally use the USB sound card because I like to plug into my Go XLR or external preamp. I just prefer to use my headphones that way. We also have what they call the hyperclear cardioid microphone with a frequency response of 100 Hz to 10 kilohertz. And we're gonna roll a sound test right now. So right now you are enjoying the sound of the microphone from the Blackshark V2 headset. It's not the greatest, it's not the best, it's not the worst. It's mediocre. I mean, it'll get the job done for what you need it for. And here's a closer test. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. So, that's how it sounds. Back to the video. And that's how they sound. Now, let's jump into sound quality. The main point of a pair of headphones is the sound quality. How do these sound? Oh my god. Now, I haven't tested a whole lot of gaming headsets, but so far, out of all the gaming headsets I've tried, this is the best sounding pair I've ever used. And that's before using the sound card. With just plugging these in with 3.5mm into my preamp, these sound amazing. They have amazing spatial audio without the sound card, great distance imaging, the high end, the mid-range, bass all has its own place. Everything's very balanced, smooth. The bass punches, the high end sparkle, the mid-range is punchy. Everything sounds so good. The Triforce drivers are not a gimmick. They're legit, yo. They are legit. When I want to play a competitive game, these are what I reach for. When I want to know where my enemies are, if I want a competitive advantage, I grab these. A couple of bullet points that I wrote down. They have smooth high end with very little sibilance, deep bass, but not muddy. Great spatial sound, great distance imaging, and very neutral sound, and nothing overpowers everything. That's what I wrote down in my notes about these headphones. With the sound card, you enable a whole nother world with the spatial surround, and if you're the type that likes to EQ your headphones, you can EQ your headphones in Synapse. But I believe you have to keep Synapse open for the EQ to continue to work, but I'm not sure on that. However, I don't like using Synapse, and I also don't like using USB sound cards, but that spatial sound is not a gimmick. It's legit. It is the realest sounding spatial audio I have yet to try, and I honestly think that it is a great thing if you do use your headphones in USB mode, and I think it's a bit of a competitive advantage if you really use it properly. I think that's great. I think these are great. My overall thoughts are these are an amazing pair of headphones. They feel great, they sound great, they look great, and they work great. However, my pair no longer works right. My volume knob on my earphones do not work anymore. If I turn it all the way up, I only get sound out of the left ear cup of my headphones, and they're not as loud as they used to be. Sadly, they are either dying or there's some kind of sound shortage going on, but if I turn the volume all the way up, I lose sound in the right ear cup. And if I turn them down a little bit, my headphones are not nearly as loud as they used to be. I have to crank up the gain in my preamp for them to be loud enough, but they still sound great and I still do use them. But ignoring that, these are amazing. And if you want to hear more thoughts of when I first tried these and I compared them to the Sony WH-1000 XM4s, I have a video right here that you can go check out. And that's all for me. Peace.